Hello again. In this episode, we are going to define what is a red ocean versus a blue ocean strategy. This is really how to make your competition irrelevant. You're going to gain some vision here into how many business owners or people or families dwell in a red ocean of competition, always comparing themselves. But I want you to understand that life is abundant when you approach things with a blue ocean mentality. So I was recommended this book years ago by Marshall Thurber, one of my mentors, who was also mentored by Dr. Edwards Deming, the total quality management engineer that transformed Japan to the quality they put out today. Compared to when I was a kid, anything made in Japan was junk or cheap. And that's why the big three automobile manufacturers now are Toyota, Honda, and Nissan instead of Ford, GM, and Chrysler. Marshall read several books. In fact, he reads a book a day, but for 90 days he read 6 books a day before lunch. And at the end of that time period, for prerequisite reading for our first mastermind group, he suggested that we all read Blue Ocean Strategy. And the subtitle here is How to Create Uncontested Market Space and Make the Competition Irrelevant. Now, you may think I'm only talking about business owners. No, we're talking about families, anybody who's involved in the busyness of life, so to speak. Who's your competition? If you are a business owner, it's your competitors, but if you're a parent or a grandparent, it would be the peers that are influencing your children or grandchildren to do things that maybe aren't smart, to try drugs or alcohol or whatever that goes against your family values. You want those that you care about, whether it's customers, clients, patients, children, grandchildren, to come to you instead of their competition, their peers, for the really important questions in life. It's what I often refer in my various episodes as a value creation monopoly. But the difference is that a blue ocean has abundance, and abundance breeds abundance, versus a red ocean. So in answer to this question, a red ocean connotes sort of a shark-eating shark, dog-eating dog, bloody competitive world. And unfortunately, that is what a lot of us are familiar with, that we get on to TV or we hear the competition and they're always tearing down their competitors. They're tearing down all the other buildings in town, trying to be the tallest building. We see politicians do this. We see a lot of people who are insecure, and on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and so forth, they're always criticizing other people, thinking that somehow that makes them look better when they're tearing down others. And as Zig Ziglar used to say, when everybody's throwing dirt, everybody's losing ground, right? And so a blue ocean strategy is where you're not worried about tearing down the competition. You become the competition. And there's a secret in how to do this so that you don't even have to worry about what your competitors are doing or saying, because you're not focused on them. You're focused on the individual, the client, the customer, and helping them. And when you do that, you will create a blue ocean. So let me give you the secret formula to create a blue ocean, whether you're a business owner or you're a parent or a grandparent. So the key, when I am focused on those people that I care about in a business setting, if it's my clients, if I'm a dentist, my patients, if it's any type of a customer, if I'm a real estate agent, but if I'm a parent or a grandparent, my customers are my kids and grandkids. It's not about me. It's about them. I want to uplift them. I want them to see a brighter future. I want them to feel better about themselves after they interface with me than they feel with anybody else. That I help them see their full potential. Then they come back. We create a value creation monopoly because they will view you, if you do that, as delivering that confidence, that capability better than anybody else they know. And this is why I pass over 100 other dentists to go to my dentist, because he provides that better than all the other dentists that I go to. So he has a value creation monopoly. He dwells in a blue ocean environment instead of tearing down all the other dentists in town. What I do is I use a formula, and I have this memorized in my head. I actually learned this from strategic coach Dan Sullivan. So whenever I'm addressing an audience, whether it's baby boomers that are feeling frustrated because they don't have enough money to live on in retirement, or maybe single mothers who had their husbands left because they got addicted to either alcohol or pornography or something, and so they're going, wow, I didn't think I was going to be earning a living while I'm trying to nurture and raise my family, and so they get thrown curveballs in life. Or young people who graduate from college and think, golly, the world owes me a living, because they have this entitlement mindset. Doesn't matter what demographic I'm working with, I ask myself this: why are these people, why is this person coming to me feeling confused? Why do they feel isolated in their set of circumstances, and why do they feel powerless? And so I help them not feel confused by giving them clarity or new direction. See, when you give people clarity or new direction, they no longer feel confused. I want to make sure they have confidence in a brighter future, that no matter what happens, their future can be better. Their future is spotless if they've made mistakes. We all make mistakes. Then they don't feel isolated in their set of circumstances. And then I want to give them new capability so that they're empowered and they don't feel powerless. When I focus on solving their confusion, isolationism, and powerlessness by giving them clarity, confidence, and capability, all I need to do is muster up what I call LRC. Leadership gives people new direction or clarity. They don't feel confused. Relationships help people feel confident about their brighter future, because I can show them the darkness of the night, so to speak, if they keep doing what they're doing, versus the brightness of the day or their future if they'll change their ways and do what I'm recommending. And then I use creativity, parables, metaphors, and stories so they can understand what I'm communicating at their level. When you deliver clarity, confidence, and capability by using leadership and your relationships and creativity, people no longer feel confused, isolated, and powerless. So here is another take on that formula. Another way to look at this is you're wanting to help people solve what Dan Sullivan calls their DOS. Help eliminate their greatest dangers that they face, seize the greatest opportunities, and harness their greatest strengths. So I'm going to address this in another related episode that I would encourage you to watch. Because when you understand how to create a blue ocean strategy by delivering the 3 C's I just talked about and solving their DOS, you will have a blue ocean, and you will have the highest compensation, and it doesn't have to be just monetary, for the least competition, and I think that's what we all want. So if this is resonating and you want to learn a little bit more about this, my 10th book is entitled Entitlement Abolition. And I talk a lot about the abundance mindset and how to create a blue ocean environment in this book. I'd love to have you get a free copy. You just pay $5.95 shipping and handling. Click down below and get a copy of this book, and this will help you gain insights on how to create that blue ocean for you, your spouse, and those you care about.